Okay, all right. I'm Way 31 meteorologist Grace Anello, and I'm joining you now to talk about the severe weather that is in our area. We do have several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect along and tracking east of the I-65 corridor. So the first one that we're going to talk about is in effect through 3:30 p.m. today. So this is continuing to track east, and this impacts Huntsville, Decatur, and Athens. So this is for Limestone, Madison, Marshall, and Morgan County, tracking along the I-65 corridor, tracking along 565 and 72, and pushing due east. Now, this is a strong storm. It has 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch size hail. Now, I do want to go ahead and put a storm track on this so you can see when this is going to be in your area. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now, keep in mind, even though this system is not spinning, these are still 70-mile-an-hour winds. They are still very, very strong, and you need to take them seriously. We've also seen a lot of rain over the last several days, so the ground is very saturated. So trees down, things like that are not out of the question with these winds. If you're in Somerville, the storm will be to you at 3:10. That's in just 5 minutes from now. If you're in Madison, 3:14. In Huntsville, 3:26 p.m. In Arab, 3:33. And in New Hope, this storm will be to you just after the 3:30 mark at 3:41. So continuing to track east. Let me zoom in a little bit closer and show you what we're looking at. This is a strong storm, and it does have 1-inch size hail associated with it. So continuing to track right along the corridor and push east. Now, to our south, we've just have this warning as well in Coleman County, again pushing right up to the corridor. So this is for Coleman and Morgan for 60-mile-an-hour winds and almost 1-inch size hail. So we're talking just below the ping pong ball size mark, and this is in effect until 3:15 p.m. We'll go ahead and put a storm track on this as well and tell you when it will get in your area. So Jones Chapel, this is sort of already out of your area. However, if you're in Coleman, if you're in Holly Pond, if you're in Hanceville, this is on its way to you. Let's see if we can get the system to reset really quick. Alrighty, so this is a severe thunderstorm warning. If you are just tuning in, I'm Way 31 meteorologist Grace Anello, and we have several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect at this time across North Alabama and southern Tennessee. This system is tracking east. It is bringing 60 to 70-mile-an-hour winds and just under 1-inch size hail. Now, even though this is not a spinning storm, it is a very strong storm with plenty of flashes of lightning. So I need you to make sure that you're staying safe and that you are headed indoors. This is not the time for you to be on the roads. It's not the time for you to be out and about. Coleman, this will be to you at 3:08, so knocking on your door just 1 minute from now. Pleasant View, 3:12, this will be to you. If you're in Simcoe, it's 3:15. Welty, 3:17 for you, and then tracking east into Riverbend by 3:19. So again, now is not the time that you want to be on the road. Make sure you are inside immediately. I want to head back to this storm that's over Madison County and over Huntsville. Plenty of flashes of lightning. Again, 70-mile-an-hour winds with this system continuing to track east with 1-inch size hail. We'll do one more storm track on this as well so you can tell when this is going to be in your area, stretching all the way from Athens all the way down to Falkville. So this warning is in effect through 3:30. Madison, this will be to you at 3:14. This will be in Wind Crossroads at 3:23. Huntsville proper, 3:27 for you is when this will be in effect. Gunnersville, 3:47 is when this will be to you. So this is a system that we absolutely need to take seriously. The biggest threats are that wind and that hail. However, notice that with that wind at 70 miles an hour, we will continue to see some damage on roads. We've already had plenty of power outages. We've also had plenty of trees down as a result of last night's saturation from the ground already being so soiled. Now, east of that, we still have storms in the area bringing flashes of lightning and in Princeton, in Paint Rock, in Gunnersville, just east of Grant, passing into Jackson and DeKalb County. So even though you are not severe warned right now, if you're in Scottsboro, if you live right along 72, this is on its way to you in Jackson County. As we head through the rest of this evening, we'll continue to see these storms stay active with us, bringing flashes of lightning, rumbles of thunder, and that hail all the way through dinner time. We'll start to see that kind of cool off as we head past dinner time, and then we're in the clear for the rest of the night. But we have more storms coming back into the forecast on Monday. Those will take shape in the afternoon, staying with us through the late afternoon, and then getting out of our way by dinner time. Staying strong, though, as we head through the evening. So even though they're gone by the time we get to the end of dinner, that dinner time afternoon commute is going to be very, very messy there with those storms. We are in a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather today as this severe threat continues. I'll give you one more look at future radar, and then we'll send you back to your regularly scheduled programming. But if you are just joining us, we have several severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect. If you're in Coleman County, you have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3:15. If you are in Madison, Marshall, Lawrence, or Limestone County, you have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3:30. These are 60 to 70 mile an hour wind storms, which are dangerous and could be catastrophic winds. So I need you to be inside. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you, but with 1-inch sized hail and 70 mile an hour winds, now's not the time to be on the road. So make sure you're inside and make sure you're staying safe. If we have more updates, be sure to join me on Facebook Live in the next coming minutes, because if we have more severe thunderstorm warnings or if this warning gets extended, which I am expecting it to, I'll be on Facebook Live giving you everything you need right there. 31 Triple Doppler tracks every single one of you, every single house. We can see everything that's happening in your area, and we're not going anywhere until this storm is out of our way. Back to you guys. Thanks.